Hello, 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 beautiful beings of love and light. How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday to you. I don't know why I'm trying to get used to this webcam here, my friends, but it's a going, it's a work in progress here. I've always had laptops. Welcome to prayer time. My name is Joseph, and I am a practitioner of science of mind teaching. I'm affiliated with the Colorado Springs CSL, and this is prayer time. So I do want to welcome everybody here. If this is your first time here, this is something that we do at 8:15 in the morning, 8:15 in the evening, every day, todos los días. And we're still having issues with my webcam. It's angle. All right. Anyway, so I wanted to pick an interesting topic today. I'm just going to read a couple pages because, yeah, I really think this is my favorite Science of Mind book. And I think some of these are really great for just kind of catching you. You don't have to read the whole thing, but this is a passage called "Your Spiritual Bank Account." And as I get ready to read this, you know, I think I think Ernest just even those four words, your spiritual bank account. Why do we not think of our connection with God as, something that we have to constantly be working at gaining higher levels of spiritual faith, higher levels of dedication and spiritual practice. It's really important that we do that. Anyway, this is the reading. We're just going to read a couple paragraphs, which is we all know we have to have money before we can spend it, and how comfortable it makes us feel to have a good fat checking account, an account big enough to draw in emergencies without impoverishing us when it comes to paying for our ordinary needs. Let's talk about another kind of checking account, which is equally important. We're calling it your spiritual bank account, because we believe they're great spiritual forces that we can draw on and deposit in our own minds, and which can be used in any emergency, any stress or strain of life. Life has enough of everything to spare. It contains love and faith and peace of mind and joy. Would it not be wonderful if we could build up a spiritual bank account and hold it in reserve? An account which we knew would be sufficient to meet any emergency in our life. For we are always called on to meet emergencies, times when we need more love and tolerance, more kindness and understanding, a deeper faith and a higher hope. Interesting couple paragraphs there. We do a lot of debits and credits when it comes to our faith. We have a lot of periods. I don't know about everybody here, but I think we all have periods in our life where we walk away from faith. Perhaps it's we take a couple weeks off from church, or perhaps we just need to be away from things. you know it's interesting because in that logic, there's really not a going away from faith, but there's coming to faith. Is really where the bigger picture is. So in these moments where we're away from what is traditional faith per se, the universe is giving us other examples. The universe is saying, here, you've gone from having this in front of you to now this is in front of you. And yet, there's a need for us to move within, to catch, to recognize. And that happens when we get step away from our comfort zone. That happens when we push ourselves in different ways and try different things. So just, some food for thought. Think about that idea of a spiritual checking account. What are you doing to prevent your checking account from being overdrawn? What are you doing to have a direct deposit? Is that spiritual practice? Is that prayer each day? Is that listening to music? Is that doing yoga, tai chi? What is that direct deposit that's in your bank account? All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into prayer. And I just invite wherever you're at just to kind of take a second and just allow this moment to be. All right. And what I know in this specific breath is that as my energy comes in, I breathe in this energy, this zest of life. I see it in the clouds, I see it in the stars, I see it in the moon in front of me. There's so many opportunities, so many things, so many demonstrations of God that exist in front of us. And I know that in these moments there's this chance for our greater recognition, our greater awareness, our greater coming to be, which is our our consciousness. It's our awakening. I just know in this particular prayer this evening that this presence of God is here. It exists in this room. It exists all throughout this beautiful planet. There's this beautiful manifestation that shows up in people, places, and things. It shows up in the minds of men, women, and children. And I just know that all that are on this spiritual path are listening to this prayer, that their minds are one connected with spirit, just as I know my mind is. And as I get ready to further dig deeper into this prayer, I just speak my peace, my peace of this greater recognition for world peace, for this demonstration that is happening in Russia and Ukraine. For in this moment, the reality is there's a chance for a greater enlightenment, a greater consciousness, a greater awakening. There's a chance for love to be that forefront of change. And recognizing this aspect of love, I see this peace that exists. I see compassion, I see heart, I see trying to be the light in the world, be the change in the world. And as I get ready to go into prayer this evening, I just speak of the many blessings that are in front of this universe. There are many chances for us as humanity to come together, to go from speaking of catastrophes and to speaking of blessings and gratitudes and things in front of us that show the greater awakening of humanity. And I'm just go into that space this evening. I speak my word of truth, knowing this divine intelligence that flows through the mind of man, through all men, women, children that are going through this crisis, this transformation that is existing in the Ukraine right now. I just speak my word, just knowing that all that are part of this divine mind are one with this peace, calmness, serenity, this clarity that's there, and that they are surrounded by God in this time, that they are aware of this recognition of God, that God is around their presence at all times. I just have deep gratitude for being able to hold a prayer this evening, for being able to share this evening this vision of peace, this vision of a greater clarity, this vision of a greater spiritual awakening. And just knowing this truth, I just know nothing else needs to be said. I just release this prayer into this universal law of love and light, knowing it to be so, knowing all is well. I just let it be. I release and I let it go into that universal law of love and light. And so it is. Mm. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful evening here. Just a couple quick reminders. If you do support what we do here at the New Thought Ministry, there is a donate button on ntmedia.org. And if you have something in your mind that you do want held in prayer, prayer at ntmedia.org is where we have a group of ministers and practitioners who are happy to hold those truths for you. I am going to go ahead and just let this evening be here, but I will be with y'all bright and early in the morning. So I do wish you the best. Much love and light, my friends. Peace and blessings. Just really allow yourself to refresh your bank account today. Take a second. Take a second and really just allow that direct deposit to fill your soul, to fill your essence, starts with music, starts with vibration, so many fun things to do. So take some time for you. And so it is. Much love and light, my friends. Peace and blessings. And so it is.